here to help you become a successful eBay seller. Today we're talking about feedback, and the more positive feedback you receive, the more chances of becoming a power seller faster. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the dreaded email that us eBay sellers receive titled "Item Not As Described." And there are two reasons you're going to receive that email. The first is the obvious: the item wasn't described correctly in your listing. And if you look for my video on listing your item, I talk about how important it is to measure your item, take 12 great pictures of your item, including the top and the bottom, and really describing if there's a chip or a crack, that you really include those so there's no mystery to the buyer when he receives the item. The second thing is packaging. That's the only other reason you're going to receive that email. And look for my video on packaging. It's so important. Use plenty of bubble wrap and packaging paper. And if the item's fragile, make sure to write it on the box on the top, the bottom, and the sides. Okay, so the next tip I'm going to talk about today is when it comes to feedback, ship immediately. I know it's an obvious thing, but when I have an item sell, I try to ship either that day if the post office isn't closed, or I ship the very next day. The next thing is leaving feedback. When your buyer pays for an item, leave feedback right away. I do that and I make it personal. I say, thanks for paying so quickly, look forward to doing business with you again. Last but not least, if you do receive that email of a person wanting their money back, the item was described incorrectly, if it's your mistake, definitely refund their money and apologize, and you will receive positive feedback 9 times out of 10. If it's an item that was received broken, obviously you have them keep it. But if it's an item, let's say a camera that you described as the wrong model number, and it's something you can resell, go ahead and ask them to ship it back. You obviously are going to have to pay for it, and then you can resell that item. I hope these tips helped today. Thanks for stopping by. I'm Paula B, and go sell happy.